My name is Shivam. You are watching Physics Mein YouTube channel. Today I will solve the question of IIT GATE, CSR NET JRF, IIT JAM and TIFR ECT. So in this problem we will find out what will be the Lagrangian in your spherical polar coordinate system. So first I will read the problem. The problem is a particle of mass m is constrained to move in inner surface of the cone. This is your cone, and let us suppose somewhere here is a particle and its mass is m, and this particle is restricted to move on the only on the surface of this cone, and the half angle of cone is alpha. So here alpha is your what, half angle and half angle of cone. So you have to write the Lagrangian. Write Lagrangian in spherical polar coordinate system. So three things are given in my question, which is mass m and half angle is alpha, and suppose this particle is under influence of gravity and gravity is acting downwards. So what will be the Lagrangian for this particular system? So this is very important question which is frequently asked in CSR NET GATE JRF exam. It also comes under IIT GATE. So here I am writing solution. First of all, we will write Lagrangian in our simple coordinate system, and one of the simple coordinate system is Cartesian coordinate system. So first of all I will write Lagrangian is Cartesian coordinate system, then I will transform this Cartesian coordinate system into spherical polar coordinate system. So in this way we will proceed to find the solution of this particular problem. So what is Lagrangian here? The Lagrangian of system is given by the kinetic energy of this particle minus, T is here kinetic energy, minus V. V is your potential energy of this particular particle. So what is kinetic energy? Generally you all know this is your what? This is your kinetic energy. I can write x dot instead of V in one dimension. Similarly in three dimension I can write the kinetic energy of this particle in as this 1 by 2 m x dot square plus y dot square plus z dot square. Okay, so this is your kinetic energy minus V. What is potential energy of particle? You all know it is mgh. It is your potential energy. What is h here? H is height of the particle from ground. So what is height here? What is this height here? So we know that from here to here, let us consider here is my origin. So from here to here it is r. So if I draw perpendicular to z axis, so this distance will become r cos theta. So this distance will become r cos theta. This distance is equal to this distance. So here what will be the height of this particle from the x axis? It will be what? R cos theta. It will be r cos theta. So I will write potential energy as mg. Here I will write r cos theta. I will write r cos theta. So this is my Lagrangian in Cartesian coordinate system, but in question it is asked that you have to find your Lagrangian in spherical polar coordinate system. So now I will change this Lagrangian into spherical polar coordinate system. So in spherical polar coordinate system the Lagrangian is given by x dot square will change into r dot square plus r square theta dot square, and here is r sin theta phi dot square. Okay, and this will become r cos theta. So this is our Lagrangian in spherical polar coordinate system. But is that Lagrangian is correct? No, it is not correct, because here particle is not allowed to move freely in space. It is restricted on the surface of the cone. So there is constraint. And what is the degree of freedom of this particle? The degree of freedom is given by 3n minus k. K is number of particle, n is number of particle and k is number of constraint. So here is number of particle which is only 1, so I will write 1, and what is k? K is constraint. So let us talk about what is constraint here. Here constant is theta is equal to alpha. This is your constraint, because particle have to remain on surface of cone, and suppose particle is here, in all condition particle will always make the angle alpha with the z axis. So this is your constant. Particle is not freely to move in space, in 3-dimensional space. So that is constraint. So here is only one constant, which is theta is equal to alpha. So number of constant is equal to 1. So degree of freedom will be equal to 2. So we had find degree of freedom this particular system, which is 2. But here in the Lagrangian I have taken 3 generalized coordinate. Here r, theta and phi. Here are 3 generalized coordinate, but according to degree of freedom there should be only 2 generalized coordinate. So in this way this is wrong. What we have to do next? We have to just manipulate this Lagrangian by the help of constant, which is theta is equal to alpha. Then if we will put theta is equal to alpha in this particular system, then we will reduce from 3 generalized coordinate to 2 generalized coordinate, and because degree of freedom is 2, there should be only 2 generalized coordinate. So then it will be our correct Lagrangian. So here constant is theta is equal to alpha. So what will be theta dot? Theta dot will be equal to, this is constant, this alpha angle is always constant. So theta dot will be equal to 0, because differentiation of constant is 0 with respect to time. So by putting theta dot here, what will I get? So by putting theta is equal to 0, I will get 1 by 2 m r dot square. Theta dot is 0, so this term will be equal to 0. So this will be equal to 0, and this will become r sin what? Theta is what? Theta is your alpha. So you have to put theta is equal to alpha, and phi dot square minus mg r cos theta, mg r cos theta. So let us check or analyze this Lagrangian. In this Lagrangian there are only 2 generalized coordinate, which are r and what? R and phi. So theta is equal to alpha, so we will part theta is equal to alpha. So here are only 2 generalized coordinate, and degree of freedom is also equal to 2. So this is our correct Lagrangian. So this is our answer, and in next video I will discuss the equation of motion of that particular Lagrangian, and we will also check is r is cyclic coordinate or is phi is your cyclic coordinate, and we will also find out what will be the equation of motion. So If you like this video, please do subscribe. So we will meet in our next video. Thank you.